We have reached episode 102 of Dragon Ball Super already, and I might add this is possibly the dirtiest title of Dragon Ball Super so far. The power of love explodes? Universe 2's Magical Girl Warriors. And as always in Japanese, I know Chikara ga Dai-Bakuhatsu, Dai-ni Uchū no Majokko Senshi. I pretty much freaking loved this episode. I'll get into the reasons why in a moment. First of all, we start off the episode basically of Zeno going through the universes and showing basically who has been eliminated from the universe. And oh my freaking god, Universe 6 has 2 Namekians. Freaking flipped out when I saw that. Had to pause the video, rewind it. Holy crap. One of them looks like Piccolo, sort of, and the other one kind of looks a little bit like Lord Slug, I thought. But man, oh, I'm so excited to see these guys. But as we may know, based on the title, this episode is all about Ribrianne and her 3, magical girls. The Trio de Magical Girls. And of course, they have to be super over the top, super funny, and she has to announce their presence to everybody. She's like, okay everybody, we're transforming now, so everybody just watch and, be polite. And of course, 17, blasts them and interrupts their transformation. How freaking rude of this guy. Wow, like who interrupts somebody while they're transforming? Nobody. Like everybody knows the rules in anime. When somebody is transforming or powering up, you need to stand there and respect them and let them transform and go through their proper ritual, so to speak. And so it's hilarious how Toppo jumps in, and they paused this for a while just to like beat this joke into our heads, because it is a big time trope of anime, especially of Dragon Ball in general, that you need, and Sailor Moon. They freaking get on 17's case about it. Toppo's super offended that this guy 17 just blasted them in the middle of their freaking transformation. And so he did that, so they need to do it all over again, starting from the very beginning, including the God of Destruction announcing their transformation. That was hilarious. So they go through their awesome transformation, but these characters are awesome. Of course, Ribrianne is the Oompa Loompa, and then we have Beast Girl, I'm gonna call her, and then we have the Who from Whoville. And they do this awesome heart attack with some sort of pheromones or something to get in people's heads to, love them. And it's pretty hilarious how Elder Kai is infatuated with them. And of course, the person we'd be most worried about with this is Roshi. And he's flips in, he's all proud of himself with his training with Puar, however creepy that was. And Tien is super proud of Roshi for, getting over his weakness of the women, whereas where this is not even affecting him. That's pretty impressive. And then remember last episode, I think it was, or maybe the episode before that, where the Universe Fighters finally got back together after Girl Broly's rampage. They're like, yes, we're back together, we can go through with our plan again. No, that's all out the window. Let's just go off individually and attack people, Change of plans, everybody. No reason for it. I mean, the ground is pretty disruptive, so, what's the point in staying together anyway? I do wish we could have seen a little bit more of them struggling as a team going through with that plan than we've seen, because all we've seen is 1 or 2 snippets here and there. But so this heart attack is still going on, and Mr. Personality, Jiren, blasts one of the hearts, he whacks one off to the side. And then what really got me excited was Vegeta showing up, and he's about to fight Ribrianne, and I'm like, oh yes, finally, because we see this in the intro, so we, they're obviously gonna fight. So I'm really looking forward to this fight. And she does this rolling move, which reminded me of a guy from Universe 11 in the last episode where he did the spin thing and knocked Android 18 into the ground. But Vegeta, he can't bring himself to hit her because she's too damn ugly or gross or whatever word he used it, but he couldn't bring himself to hit her. And he ended up jumping over. And that was the end of their fight. That was kind of disappointing. But she goes off and hits this guy with the rose. I think he was from Universe 10. 10. Man, Universe 10 is not looking good. I almost have a feeling they might be the next to be eliminated, because I think they only have like 2 or 3 guys left. And I think it's extra hilarious how her blasts, when Vegeta blew one of her blasts, like it shattered, it exploded into other hearts. That was freaking hilarious. Man, these guys, I freaking love these magical girls. They're so funny. And also I noticed Vegeta's voice seemed different. Like, did he have a cold or something? Or was it a different voice actor? I haven't looked it up yet. I probably will after this, but... And then the Who from Whoville is attacking Goku, and she's pretty interesting. She actually reminds me of a character from Claymore, very, very violent anime, but very interesting how she keeps going faster and faster with her punches and even goes into obvious energy blast mode. So in this episode, definitely made for comedy, made for gags, not very serious, at least not yet. And we still got some eliminations here and there, so very fun stuff. And during this whole thing, we see the Cleopatra God of Destruction doing basically the same position over and over. I thought that was extra funny because every time she talks, it's almost as if she has to do that position for, you know, dramatic effect. So pretty much the bulk of this episode, the focus was 17 versus Beast Girl. Now this fight was freaking badass. How she's jumping from the rubble, using the rubble from the stage to her benefit to attack 17. And during this whole thing, obviously, like, you see his face and he's just like not even trying. He doesn't give a crap. He's like, oh, whatever, you know, I'll just dodge her. Until he uses his shield, freaking bat, to stop her. Badass shit here. And then he rotates it, throws her out, and then we see some awesome teamwork from Universe 2. I love these moments of teamwork, and one of the winged people, finally we see some benefit to the wing purse people, you know. So she catches her, flings her back at 17, and 17's like, oh man, maybe I should, you know, try a little bit. So he decides to kick it up a little bit and annihilates this wing chick out of bounds. No, doesn't just throw her out of bounds, he throws her directly into the bleachers where she belongs. That was so funny and awesome at the same time. So badass. And this scene was done very well, I think. Like, you can feel the intensity. Even though there wasn't a lot of actual animation per se, it was really well done. It looked pretty good. And there was a major intensity to the editing, and you can feel 17's boost and power, and you can feel that he's actually putting forth a little bit of effort now. So, and what I thought was kind of weird is that how he used the light in the sky. I would think that would be out of bounds, but of course Zeno rules it not out of bounds. And this brought me back to the very first tournament in Dragon Ball, where Goku uses the Nimbus to get back into the stage, and they announce, you know, okay, well, we'll allow it this one time, but that's it. And another time was when Goku was fighting Pikkon, and they both landed or jumped off some of the side walls, but that did count as out of bounds, even though they kept the fight going. So this was very interesting. It didn't really bother me that much. I just felt like maybe it should have qualified as a disqualification or something, but I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad that 17 is not annihilated, and I'm also glad that at the end of this episode, Ribrianne is still in. So yeah, he uses the light to blast Beast Girl out, so she's out. Who from Whoville is still fighting Goku, and Ribrianne is about to fight 17, and she is mad. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope she doesn't get annihilated soon, because a lot of times in these episodes, when they focus on a certain universe or a certain character, they annihilate them in like the next episode or two. You know, so you can almost guess who's going to be eliminated. I think the Who from Whoville is probably going to get eliminated soon. But if we go by the next episode preview, it's centered on Gohan, so I'm thinking maybe they won't be eliminated. And speaking of the next episode, this is looking badass. Finally, we get a Gohan centered episode. And it looks like these guys here might be the last of the Universe 10 guys. That's gonna suck if Universe 10 gets eliminated, because that's Goatsu's universe. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of drama there if Gohan actually eliminates these guys and Universe 10 is erased. That's all the thoughts I have in the episode. It was a lot of fun. It was very funny. I love these magical girls. They're hilarious, so over the top. I thought it was pretty funny how they had to redo their whole ritual over again because they're so anal about it. 17's fight was awesome, and I'm looking forward to Ribrianne versus 17, or Ribrianne versus Vegeta too. That would be pretty awesome. Or what would be really hilarious, it wouldn't really make a lot of sense power-wise, but if she went against Roshi and tried to do her love stuff on him, and he's like struggling to not love her. That would be so funny. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, share the video, and comment with your thoughts. What did you think about the episode? Did you think it was annoying? Did you think it was hilarious like I did? Say so in the comments. Thanks again, take it easy.